Is drawing from imagination good? No, and yeah. I've almost always drew from imagination. I got good at drawing before I started using references, like the right way I was supposed to use references. And most of the time, I don't use references for my big pieces today. Pretty much, I'm here to give my experience on drawing from imagination and why you should or shouldn't do so. Bastards. This video ain't gonna be that long. It's just a question that I've been asking myself. Drawing from imagination gives a lot of pros. It's very freeing. You're not worried about following anything, and if you're a person who likes to experiment a lot, like I am, it makes it easier to just let your brain do things. It definitely helps with the creativity, and it helps with being very flexible. And I feel like me using my imagination more than just references helped me develop my own style way quicker. Pretty much how I look at it is however I draw without references or anything, that is my current style. That's the way I draw, like how my brain allows me to draw. I made a video on that already, so I'm not finna get too deep into that, but that's that. And lastly, drawing solely from imagination has helped me with poses that normally a reference wouldn't help me convey, but this also might be a me thing, but references rarely help me come up with cool, interesting poses 90% of the time. I'm saying that because 90% of my favorite pieces, I didn't use references for the poses. I just went with the flow for it. And I also get the most compliments on the pieces where I'm just experimenting or just doing things, not worried about any reference or looking back at anything at all. But these pros obviously come with one big double-edged sword, and that's what led me to making this video, pretty much. I've just been thinking about this a lot, so. The cons are pretty straightforward. Drawing from imagination takes a very strong art fundamental knowledge and a base level of anatomy depending on the goal and style you're trying to go for, which can hurt you, especially without a reference. And it also gets you in a habit of drawing what you think you've seen instead of what you've actually seen. And without a reference, you can't see what it actually supposed to look like. And since there's no reference, overlooking things and making mistakes are more prone to happen. And drawing from references might become more difficult the more you just use your head. Because to draw from references and have good results, noticing landmarks is important to keep the piece proportionate and anatomically correct, if that's what you're going for. Which leads me to my last bit. You don't have to listen to me at all. Definitely draw however it is you want. Only use no references or all references, I really don't care, as long as you make what you enjoy. But I've been running into some problems with using references and not being happy with my work. But since I'm out of that phase, I figured I'd make this video for anyone else struggling with something like this. And I learned that it's just a part of the learning process, like every mistake in art. Anyways, I hope this video helped. I want to know what y'all think about drawing from imagination. Is it good? Is it bad? Do you draw from imagination or not? But if not, that's gangsta too type shit. Alright, that's it.